important to bounce back from last week's defeat?
Aye, I think it was, and what it does is sort of back up the performance last week in the wee run we've been on, albeit a mini run, but delighted to get the 3 points. Another strong, a really strong team performance today. Didn't have all the pizzazz and good football, if you like, of the Albion game or some of the Cowdenbeath game, but I felt we showed today that there was a wee sort of stigma about Stirling before I arrived, about being soft and about being, maybe not in people's faces enough, or when people were in our face there tended to be a wee bit of a collapse. But I think certainly over the course of the last 2 weeks, Cove and today, we've stood up to that real physical test, that real battle, and we've showed that quality, that battling quality when it's really been needed. And the time of the year we're at, the months we're getting into, that's going to be crucial. So I really want to use this as a springboard. I say next week will take care of itself, but for me, we need to now start creeping and looking at that league and really start pushing.
Feels a really important win, both in terms of some daylight at the bottom and closing the gap on 4th place, which is where you want to be.
No, I don't want to speak about the bottom. It really does hurt me. I don't think we deserve to be where we're at. I don't think we deserve to be on the same points as a Cove or an Edinburgh Cowden. I think after the first 9 games, if we'd been on something like 12, 13, 14 points, would have been a far fairer reflection on the performance levels. So I think right now we're in a good place. We've got good momentum, and what we've got to do is strive to continue that. But we've got an awful long way to go to be content where we're at, because I'm not content. I'm delighted with today, but overall there's still a feeling of frustration in how this season's gone so far. And I think the fans are still needing convinced a wee bit, and we need to get them on side. That's our responsibility. So we're going to do everything we can to get everybody pushing this the right way, and I do feel that we've got a squad here that can really make a dent in this league and have an impact in every game. So it's up to the boys to prove me right.
And you had to dig in second half, Annan. Certainly were improved in the second half, and before the second goal looked like they might cause a bit of trouble.
Aye, they put obviously big Tommy come on. I know Tommy's a handful, him and Naddy together. They went maybe possibly a wee bit bold direct, but also great runners off the ball with Flanagan, McLean, Kyle Wilkie joining in, and fullbacks pushing on. So it was tough. We rode with luck at times, some very good goalkeeping, some very good defending, a wee bit of anxiety. Second goal is a side of the game that we've lacked, that clinicalness. And that's the difference, we break away. It's a great break. Dylan Beakey, Ross McGeeky, sort of getting together really well there. Maybe a wee mistake in the defence, sees behalf at Annan, but a clinical finish. And all of a sudden you're 2 up, potentially against the momentum of play. I wouldn't say they'd created a lot of clear-cut chances, but they had momentum. But we seen it off. Good second goal, terrific first goal. And as I say, it was a good 3 points.
Yeah, just on that, nice that Danny Jordan does so much hard work. Nice to be rewarded with a goal, first for a year, I think.
I was going crazy just before that, Adam, so I had to apologise for that. But no, he's got bags of ability. But I've said to Danny, there's not enough times people leave this stadium talking about him, because there's not enough of those moments in his game at this particular time. He does a terrific amount of work between the boxes. He covers every blade of grass. He's nothing short of 100% committed every week. But it's these moments that get you noticed. It's scoring goals. It's having an assist last week. He should have had an assist with a fantastic ball through Darryl. So I'm hoping that he uses this as a springboard to really grab games by the scruff of the neck and kick on, because he's a terrific lad and a terrific player.
Just the one frustration, was it a moment of madness from Darryl Duffy towards the end to get sent off?
I know, he's seen the red mist there, he's held his hands up, apologised to the lads. We'll deal with that internally, but he scored a good goal, so he sort of gets away with a full wrap a wee bit there, but he's experienced enough and should have not reacted in the way he did, but it is what it is, and we'll need to deal with that, and it gives us an opportunity for someone that...
Yeah, just on that, Josh Peters obviously still out, Dylan Beakey back, a few other injuries. Where are all the guys that missed out today?
Jordan Loudon's going to be longer term, unfortunately. But we'll speak to Jordan about the journey we're going now with that. He's going to miss a few months of football, which is really unfortunate. So the other ones, Josh, as he said, is coming back into it.
Could he come back in for next week?
Josh, I think we'd be hard pushed, and it's about training time. Those boys there working really hard, and they deserve the known before Josh, doesn't it? The past is the past, and I'm not going to be stuck in that, so I need boys that are working hard in the now. So there's that, but hopefully get some training time in this week, and he could be a Dylan Dickey next week, could be involved, but certainly I've got 3 or 4 players that would be slightly frustrated if he jumped straight to the front of the queue, but that's my decision, so we'll wait and see what happens with that one.
And you had Kevin Nichol, Dom Docherty out injured as well?
No, Kevin was out injured. Dom had a personal matter that he was attending, so you know, again, Kevin we're not sure about how long and you know what he's going to be. I don't think he'll make the Clyde game, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Don't know if he could control himself, but no, I think he's a major doubt for that, but hopefully it'll be shorter term rather than longer term. But Kenny will get his hands on him, and hopefully over the next 72 hours we'll have a clearer indication of where Kevin's at.
Are you pleased with Kyle Banner coming in playing a different role in midfield?
I don't like to single out people, you know, but I thought Kyle was outstanding today. I said to him he didn't need to turn into Sergio Busquets, you know, but there was hints of that in there. I thought I really did. He's a young lad, he's been at Stirling since he was 13 years old. He's a terrific example to all the young players what can happen if you work hard and dedicate. Hold him really highly. You know, I think he's got terrific ability, and he showed that today. I thought his decision making was first class, and he's slid into a position a wee bit for him and done a fantastic job for the team, and the players let him know that after the game, you know. But there's a trust building in the squad, and trust is so much within a squad, and so hopefully we can take that trust, that commitment, that ability into the Clyde game and give what will be a big partisan crowd a really good day.
Yeah, you'll be underdogs, but you'll feel the guys have got a chance of doing something.
Aye, I think, listen, we've turned over East Fife, albeit East Fife rested a few. I think we made 5 or 6 changes ourselves that night. We've proved we're a good football team. Clyde are going to be a difficult opposition, you know, and there's a couple of their players want to get one over us here as well. So it's a nice tie, it really is. It's mouth-watering tie, you know. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got huge respect for Danny and Alan, and I love to pit my wits against these kind of managers and coaches, and you know, they're fantastic at what they do. They've got a good team, but we're going to give it a right good shot, so hopefully we'll be in the end a positive result, or no less than a positive performance.